So as promised, our next segment of the day is coming live from NC State. We're going to do our first ever live tour, and I'm really, really excited to bring two representatives of the College of Scientists, Irana Blake, who's a College of Science ambassador and a Goodnight Scholar at State, to conduct the tour, and highlighting the mathematics department is the director of undergraduate programs, Dr. Alina Duca. And so with that, I am going to pass the microphone over to the two of you. Welcome.
Thank you so much for.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you for having me. So I guess we'll get started on the tour. So right now I'm in the Brickyard, and we're starting at Bostian Hall, which is the home to the biological sciences here. In this hall, you'll have most of your undergraduate biology classes as well as your lab classes. Moving on, we're hitting Williams Hall, which is the home for your agricultural and crop sciences courses. That is right here. And in this area right here is the Brickyard, which is a large gathering spot for students and organizations, especially in the beginning of the school year. A lot of students will set up tabling and things like that, so you can get more information about what's going on at NC State. These buildings that I'm passing here are the Atrium, which is one of the few food spots on campus, which has restaurants like Chick-fil-A, pizza places, and Smoothie U. Attached to this building is one of our large libraries, which is D.H. Hill Library, which has just been freshly renovated. So we now have a new entrance towards the back right here, which has a lot of spaces for students to use computers, sit and study, and host study groups. Going through the Brickyard, we have Dabney Hall right here, which is home to the chemistry department, which is my department here at State. I'm a chemistry major. Here hosts all of your chemistry classes and all of the labs for professors who do undergraduate research or just research in general. It has 8 floors, so it goes all the way up there. Here we're passing is one of my favorite spots at NC State to kind of just sit outside and relax and chill when it's nice outside. There's a lot of spots on campus where you can sit outside, where they have like benches and chairs like that. Another one of my favorite spots is kind of towards this way, where you have the wolf ears, and they have new picnic benches there to where you can sit outside and eat. Coming up here, next to Dabney, we have Cox Hall, which is home to a lot of the teaching laboratories. So it has these interactive classrooms, which I really enjoy. There's multiple screens and things like that, so students can interact with their professors through these classrooms. And coming down here, we have the Bureau of Mines. The Bureau of Mines is home to the Academic Affairs Office for the College of Sciences. It's freshly renovated, so it has a beautiful spot for students to kind of sit and chillax, study, and do homework. At NC State, you'll find that a lot of buildings have spaces for students to do homework, converse, and sit down. This building is also home to the Academic Affairs Office. So you'll have the dean for the College of Sciences and all of the associate deans in this office. And then coming up here on the left, we have Polk Hall. So this hall is home to the Department of Agricultural and Human Sciences. So any agricultural human sciences courses you'll take in this building here. And here on the left is Broughton Hall, which used to house the Academic Affairs Office. And now it's the nuclear engineering building. So for any of you guys interested in nuclear engineering, you'll take courses in this building here. And as we're walking up the building, coming up here is Mann Hall. And this hall is home to the civil engineering department. So for those of you interested in civil engineering, you'll probably be taking courses in this building. But these buildings also aren't just exclusive to these specific departments. You guys will have many courses throughout the buildings. And this building here, which is probably one of my favorite buildings, just for like the outside and how it looks, is the Burlington Nuclear Labs. And this is home to the nuclear engineering. So a lot of nuclear engineering classes are in here. And I've had a few calculus courses in this building. And then up on the right here is Riddick Hall, which is home to the physics department. On the inside, it has another great spot for students to sit, relax, and do homework called the Riddick Hearth. It's probably also another one of my favorite spots on campus to sit and relax. And then coming down, we haven't seen it yet, but there is Sas Hall right here, which is home to the mathematics department that we're coming up to. And then there's Park Shops on the left, which is home. It has a PCJ in it, which is one of the coffee and food shops here on campus. A lot of students like to come here to get coffee and get a daily pick-me-up. It's also home to a couple larger lecture halls and the tutoring facilities. So for students who enjoy tutoring others or would like to receive help with tutoring, this is the building you'd be in. And then here is the Lang and Computer Laboratory. So these are a lot of where offices for graduate students in the mathematics department. This is where a lot of their offices are here. And here we're coming up to Sas Hall. And here we are meeting Dr. Duca, who is a professor and the director for the undergraduate department in mathematics. I'll go ahead and hand it off to her.
Hi, Ariana. Can you guys hear me fine?
Yes, we can hear you.
I guess I can hear myself. Thank you so much for the tour. All right, so I guess I'll take over. Let me see if I can share my screen now. All right. I think I am sharing my screen, although I don't see it. Can you?
We're seeing a screen that says you're sharing your screen.
Okay.
I think we're seeing the wrong window, maybe.
I think so. How about now?
We can see Sas Hall now.
Yeah, so we're good. So you're good.
Thank you, darling. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So you got a little bit of a tour of the corridor of science, but this is the math building. Like Ariana said, Arena, sorry. This is the Department of Mathematics and Department of Statistics building. It's a fairly new building on campus, 2009, but we're very proud of it. And of course, we had to make it our own building. This is called Sas Hall because of the people who were generous enough to donate a lot of funds to have this building built. But we're math people, so we had to make it a little bit mathy. So I don't know if you can see it here, but I would encourage you to Google. We actually have a little spiral here in this square plaza, whatever you want to call it, where people can hang out. But on the ground, you see different lines, different textures, and that is a little spiral based on the golden ratio. Math people are very proud of that. So I'm going to go inside, and unfortunately, beautiful building is beautiful, but it's so much prettier with people inside. But I'm afraid today it'll be quite empty. So hopefully we'll find somebody in there today to say hi. But if not, I will just give you my best to give you a tour of our awesome atrium. And that is the second piece of art that it was donated to us when the building was opened. And it's also based on the golden ratio symbol. And again, Google up, there's a lot of fun stuff to discover about the golden ratio. So this is our atrium. Usually it's full of students moving in and out of the classrooms. Quiet today, which is good, maybe. I will give you a quick glimpse of one of our classrooms, one of our pretty ones. Nice windows, very cozy, lots of whiteboards for students to work on, and very bright in the morning when the sun is shining. Again, we have another glimpse, maybe, of that interesting art piece. And throughout the building, we have a lot of art on the wall, trying to be mathematical. Some people like it, others don't, but it's nevertheless a beautiful a building is gorgeous if it has people inside, and we only have one student here, so I'm going to try and come in and say hi to, oh, look at that, we have Nick here. Aren't you a dedicated math major? Hi everyone, this is Nick. This is a senior in our program. This is pretty much the home where math majors usually hang out between classes or on the weekend, like Nick does. There's a lot of things that are happening usually in the math program. Everybody has different things that could try and do as they go through their courses. So Nick, tell me about your activities as a math major, if you don't mind.
No problem. Well, hi all. Again, I'm a senior math major here. One of the things I do is I run Some Club, the Society for Undergraduate Mathematics. This is a really great way for all math majors or even math enthusiasts to meet up here on like Thursday nights, and we just have some fun. We watch some math movies, we talk about what we can do over the summer, some cool mathematicians, everything in between. We even do some hiking and math crafts on occasion. So it's just a really fun way to get to meet other people in your major and have similar interests. So I like helping out with that, running those meetings. It's also a great way to get involved with research because you know people that are doing certain things that you might be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to get involved with that. So I learned about some nice research programs and involved with some nice data-driven research. That's really fun. And just overall getting to know people. Great competitions.
Yeah. And other than the Some Club, we have, I don't know how active is now, but you can see like posters throughout here, Mathematical Insights Club for students interested in more learning about the kind of the history of mathematics. We have students participating in math competitions. We have a screen here where people can go ahead and just work together collaborative on homework or any other projects they're doing. Lots of whiteboards and blackboards because it's math and we have to go classic with Blackboard. Some games that obviously are needed to take breaks. Thank you, Nick, for talking to us. I'm going to go ahead and show you our other side of the building with where our computers are. Initially, I was asked to do a computer lab. So I thought I would show you around how where students can go in, and not just math majors, actually all students at NC State could stop by and use those computers and In the same room, we have also a tutoring center for mathematics. We have graduate students helping out on a first come, first serve basis. So this is our tutoring center. We see the science of math tutor. So graduate students pretty much hang out here, and whenever undergrads need help with math, they will come and work on their homework. And then that's the other side of our multimedia center, where we have the rest of our computers. I left the door open. There we go. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. I know you've had a lot of things today and a lot of excitement, especially looking forward to see how your projects do. But overall, I wanted to say that you should be proud of yourselves for working so hard on your projects, accomplishing a lot, getting to this point, think about what other people are. And if in the future you're considering math, if you're not considering math, you love science, which means that at some point you'll have to reason with math. You'll have to ask the mathematics why certain things happen to support your research. So looking forward to hearing from some of you who are interested in learning more about the math program here at NC State. And enjoy this beautiful Saturday. And thank you for giving me a chance to give you a quick view of our math building and the program. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Duca and Arana. That was amazing. Y'all must be exhausted because I know how big the campus is. That was very impressive. Dr. Duca, do you have time for a quick question?
Absolutely.
I would love to ask. So I was a math major at State at one point in my life.
Wonderful.
See that you have computers in the lab, and I would love for you to talk a little bit about how often are math majors using those computers to do their mathematics?
They're using them a lot these days. A lot of math majors, actually, most students have their own computers. So we do offer free software for students enrolled here. So whatever software they would need for different data manipulation or computational mathematics, they can put it either on their computer or come here in the undergraduate lounge. But yeah, it's most of the time, it's half of that room is actually full of students, even if it's just doing the calculus homework and web assign. It's a good, quiet place to work. And the help is just in the next room. They have tutors.
That's wonderful. And students, do you have any questions for NC State while we have them? I would love to know if they're interested in a math major or one of the sciences, who should they reach out to?
So I think the first point of contact could be Ashley Burrow, but I am more than welcome to, to read an email saying that, oh, I am interested in mathematics. I'm a junior and I would like to come talk to you about what your programs are. We do have two programs here. We have math and applied math. Slightly different, but not nothing. The focus is on different type of math electives. But I would love to hear from students who want to come say hi. And if some of you are really interested and want to invest some time, you can email me. And when you have a teacher work day or a spring break, and we don't have the spring break or fall break, you can come visit one of our classrooms. I can arrange for you to sit in and watch math majors or other undergrads here at NC State do a math class. I'll be happy to show you around that way.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Duca and Ashley and Arana. We really, truly enjoyed our first live tour of NC State, and hopefully we will be visiting you next year on campus for the State Fair. Thank you
That
again.
would make me so much happier, because this is not my natural environment. Make me teach some math and I'll be more happy than doing this, but I've enjoyed bragging a little bit about our building.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And have a nice afternoon, everyone, and celebrate your accomplishments. I'm sure you all did a lot of work on your project and should be proud of your work.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you.
All right.
With that, I'm going to move us into a break time. And so before we jump into break, I just want to tell you all what comes next. It is time. It is the afternoon, and at 1 p.m. we are going to come back together. And what we're going to do is start with our elementary division and researchers who are going to take their 2 minutes with a mic, and then we'll take a short break before junior and senior division started. If you are one of our presenters, I hope you're excited and you take advantage of this quick break in between. And so if you are still looking for your 2 minutes with a mic over schedule over the next couple of minutes, I will check my email. You can reach out to me and check in on that. But other than that, thank you all so much for your great participation this morning, and enjoy your quick break. I will see you all at 1 p.m. here. And if you want, I will stay in this room. I'm going to stop the recording, but I'll stay in this room a minute for you to drop any additional questions you have into the chat.